cool. Yeah. I've only played this game like twice. Yeah. No, I'll add IGT later. Probably. That would make the most sense. Yeah, I'll just add up IGT at the end, that's fine. It should probably be at start mission, actually, but we'll fix that later. I'll just retime it. That's fine.
Why are you fighting here?
I have a pretty well upgraded new Gundam. Well, got 2 fields.
Eliminating the target.
My homies are going over to that field. They're gonna get there before the enemy. Take this one while I'm here.
Finally, some good news.
Oh, I didn't even need to do anything else. That's oh, frick! I'm just barely short. Okay, mildly annoying. Cool. Cool. We one-shot them, or well, not one-shot. We killed them in one combo, so that's good. That's an improvement.
Let's finish this. What's that? Is it from Celestial? Celestial?
That didn't hit.
What group is that?
Big sad.
Must be another unidentified group.
Need to take this last down here. Yeah.
That was fun. Who wants more? Scratch the surface of what this mobile suit can do. Too slow. So long as I match the enemy's power, this will be a 6. Too slow.
These were skippable. I'm not actually sure how well my voice is coming through. Looks like the game audio is really loud.
What exactly is your Gundam? Oh,
yeah,
right.
I don't know.
We'd better start by telling each other how we got here.
Pull it down to like 30% is from 50. It needs to have game audio, because runs without game audio are like categorically not allowed. May as well save it so I don't lose anything.
Can't be. Amuro, ready to engage.
Please come back soon.
Standing around is not my style.
I don't know why that other mission forces me to use the new Gundam specifically. It's very strange.
So, you want to fight? Okay. That's all you've got? Nonsense. I'll crush you myself.
This mech is so disgustingly overpowered. I will never complain because it's my favorite one. I don't need the attack boost. I actually don't need it. No, there's still an ace on the field. I cannot take that. That didn't kill him?
Understand them? Enemy? How could we understand them? I haven't even scratched the surface of
It looks like I'm gonna average probably around 2.5 minutes per mission, or 2 to 3 minutes per mission. There's like 30. So if this is 90 minutes, that's better than I expected, which is kind of nice. I was not in a big enough crowd. Oh, they all blew up anyway. Cool.
All units deployed.
I can't believe how many I've taken out. Why don't they see the futility of this? Too slow.
That attack is such a meme.
Everyone's doing a great job. Just keep it up.
I'll never rest until I take them down.
My favorite meme is the dead pixel of
I
hair
knew you could do it.
in every character's sprite when they talk.
There's no doubt about it.
Whack.
Oh, I should probably start pressing circle there. Not that we really care significantly about RTA, because this is going to be some of IGT, because it's a better timing method for most Warriors games. There's actually a couple of Warriors games with broken IGT, like it literally does not work correctly.
Out of curiosity, what do you think should be the timing method for Mirage Arena?
I think that should also be IGT.
Really?
It shows you IGT at the end of every mission.
I still want to do some
I
performance
know,
testing.
but
Why wouldn't it
I
be
don't know,
IGT?
I think
Eliminating the target.
because if it's just, I don't know, if it's some of IGT
Beginning intervention.
that I think for me at least, part of what made it somewhat relatively enjoyable was like the menu
We need to retreat.
prioritization.
I haven't even scratched the surface of what this mobile suit.
I think menuing is a really dumb thing to prioritize in a speedrun.
Well, right,
What I was hoping
but yeah,
It's, well, okay, so it's not like a turn-based RPG, it's an action game.
the world I was fighting for.
That's
Oh, right.
the main problem that I have with it.
nah, I get you.
This Samura, I have the enemy field. Couldn't do it.
I feel that how it should work, well, I mean, it's not like it really matters that
I
much.
want this thing to end quick.
So
In that game-
here's more what I mean about the menuing thing.
I have to pull out.
Because if it was just some of IGT, like, there are some of those missions that we could definitely have done, well, that there are faster strategies for. Than what we use.
No, there aren't. That's actually what I was getting to. So the reason I want some of IGT in Warriors games is because switching characters usually saves like 3 seconds, which is going to cost you more time than the menu will take.
We've got this now.
Or the menu will cost more time than that would save you, is what I'm trying to say. But in Mirage Arena, that's not really true. The only time that would affect anything is with warps, with Terra. Like your number of warps, right?
No, because there, like I said, there are a couple of missions that there are faster strategies than what I use in the RTA.
I'll never
Isn't that more for safety reasons than for...
Operation was a
No.
success. I knew
Well,
you could do it.
some, but also it was, a lot of it was also a matter of streamlining the decks to make it so that I didn't have to make as many changes. I'm trying to remember what the biggest one is. I think the main one is Treasure Tussle, I think, or no, Risky Riches?
Oh yeah, that would probably be the only one, yes, but I think Aqua does that equally fast. And you can just, if you do the character split, it doesn't matter anyway.
Some performance testing.
Right. Yeah.
So- But I am of the opinion that
There's no time to waste.
we should be using whatever is the most optimal strategy, and we should not be penalized for using the most optimal strategy, thus some of IGT, because it facilitates that.
I don't know. I like the balancing element.
It's allowed. You're allowed to have bad takes. It's fine.
Okay, so I think what I'm getting at primarily is that
I'm here now. So just
I like to
everything up
see as many kind of different ways of a game being played as possible
Let me do
that
this
are
my way.
each like specialized to a certain kind of thing. I suppose I'm not articulating very well, but
I
like-
agree by virtue of the fact that what you are describing is actually less differences because you're inclined to change your deck less because less menuing is good in RTA.
Well, right, but it means more variety in how that particular mission would be approached.
You mean between the IL and the full thing?
Yeah.
I specifically don't want that. The actual RTA should literally be the ILs in sequence. That makes the most sense.
See, I like the distinction.
No, I think that's cringe, dude. I actually hate that a lot.
Because at that point, I'm just more interested in doing the ILs.
There you go. Then just do the ILs.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
That's what I do most of the time. Full game runs are largely just proof of concept for me. Or just like a fun exercise to see how much better I've gotten. But ultimately, it's the ILs that matter because I care about the route, not the execution. Oh, it didn't kill. Oh, yeah, it did. I can share my screen, by the way, if you're at all interested in seeing this game.
Never rest until I take 'em down.
If you want to.
You don't have to watch it.
I knew you could do it.
It's a bit repetitive.
All I'm seeing is your avatar.
You have to back out and go back in, probably.
There we go.
I assume you're able to see it now?
Yeah. Gosh, my laptop is getting very warm.
I mean, laptops do that.
I'm your backup.
Yeah.
Just hang on.
They have really poor heat dissipation as a consequence of the size. You can't put big fans in them. And as I've said before, like, you know, the problem with the Switch is basically the same thing magnified.
Yeah. Dude, this reminds me of Dragon Ball Z sagas.
Like the animation style? The graphics style?
Kind of the way it all works. I know, like...
That was fun. Who wants more?
Oh, right, that doesn't hit for too close.
Everyone, this one's mine.
Sagas is considered kind of a meme in the anime speedrun community by a lot of the people, because apparently it's bad or something. I don't know anything about it, though.
What is?
Sagas.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's kind of bad.
People meme on it all the time. Some people defend it. I don't really have an opinion, because I never played it, and I don't really
Believe how many I've
care about Dragon Ball Z. I feel like it's something I would have had to get into when I was younger, or like grow up with in some way, for me to care.
Quite
So,
possibly.
so I just don't. Because Gundam is my Dragon Ball Z. Oh, brick. Did I just go right? No, this one works too. It's hard to tell with these really freaking narrow corridors.
Now, all units deployed.
Okay, that's bad. That was a waste. Fine.
haven't even scratched the surface of what this mobile suit can do.
Imagine a world where I could skip these.
New types can feel
He just spawned right there. Okay. Well, now he's dead. There's one game I want to run, God Eater 2, and the main thing stopping me is not the length, but that the length exists for a really stupid reason. So at the end of every mission, you're given 40 seconds to pick up materials. You cannot shorten this. So the game is arbitrary, and it's like 100 missions or something insane. Oh, you can skip these once you've seen them. Okay. So it's like over an hour added to the run for like the dumbest reason imaginable. So I want to mod the game to take out that waiting, or like all but 10 seconds of it or something, because you need it to get the materials from the boss you're fighting, otherwise you just can't. Oh frick, I just barely overheated. That sucks. I can still get this field though, and the next one probably. Why is his voice so deep? That just sounds weird. That should kill, hopefully? No? That will. I have 0 range shot on. What was I saying?
I don't know. My Firefox like quit on me.
Oh, cringe.
And
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying. The last thing I remember saying was like several minutes ago, because I was talking about laptops and the Switch.
oh, this is,
And we
this is
talked about
pretty fun.
Sonics.
I mean, computers definitely like get hotter than this sometimes, but like, I don't like it.
It makes you uneasy?
Yeah,
Well, it'll probably be fine.
especially when my Firefox just like had issues because of watching a TikTok. So I'm like, ugh.
You were what?
My wife Jessica sent me a TikTok.
You were watching a TikTok.
Yes,
Hmm.
cringe, I know.
Well, this is being recorded, so
Oh no. Well, that's what I get for having a wife, I guess.
yeah, I guess so.
That's the cost.
I hope it's worth it. I should have used the other one. I should have used the other super. I should have used the other super.
Talk.
That would have been so much better if I had used the other super. I would have probably killed it in one hit.
Okay, let's get Malvis on the recording. Did you hear that?
Me? No.
So long as I match the enemy's pattern, this will be a 6.
It's still way faster than it was when I fought it the first time, but it still also kind of sucks. Why is it not taking any damage from anything? There we go. That took way too long. That was gross. That was mega cringe. That only 5 missions.
Maybe this represents the light within the human heart.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
As you can see, the game is fairly repetitive. It's pretty much capture some fields and blow up a mech or two. That's it. That's the whole game. Just do that a lot. Like 30 times. But faster than the first time, because it's NG+. I'm sure it can be more optimized than what I'm doing right now, though. This is probably the best suit, but it doesn't have maxed stats yet. Still figuring out how exactly that's supposed to work. How to get, like, all the optimal stat builds. If I thought that I could take this field with... Actually, maybe I can. It's probably a stupid idea. We're gonna go for it anyway. Doesn't reach? Okay. I can actually take this field from outside it. Because the enemies, the turrets, can't shoot me if I'm outside the field. Let's bait them over here. And kill the enemies that are inside the field. Yep. Got the boss to spawn. Well. I may have just broken the game.
What happened?
I took the field from outside of it before I was supposed to. I just beat the mission in like a minute. Or less.
Seems like you should look into that.
Yeah, I think that's the strat.
So everyone's all right? Oh, thank goodness. And the data from this battle ought to come in handy too.
110-16. Yeah, that's insane. Oh, what's next? Mysterious mobile suit. That is significantly faster than actually doing objectives. It's just skipping to the end. It's like some Dynasty Warriors 6 type stuff, except this game's actually not terrible. It's just kind of one note. Like, if you just want to smash up some robots, pretty good game. If you want to smash up robots in a particularly... What just happened? That was weird. Yeah, like, that's ridiculous. See, the lasers flinch you. But if you stand just outside... Because you can see there's like a faint line, a texture line along the ground where the barrier is. Or where the boundary is.
Oh, yeah.
And my attacks reach really far. Into the field. I should probably cross it, though. Because there's enemies over here. This is probably it's faster to probably switch sides. Okay, can we stop shooting at me, please? That's so comically efficient to do. That's so silly.
I haven't even scratched the surface of what this mobile suit can do. The future isn't set. Fate is what we make.
I should be doing dash charges, they're better. Yeah, now it's 2 minutes per mission. The run is maybe gonna be an hour long like this. I wish I'd done the first couple like this.
Maybe you should?
I'm not gonna reset. Nah, it's fine. I don't want to be up like super late, and I can do it again tomorrow. Why am I doing this? You want this plan. Got high shot stat, and that's all we care about. I do want to save this data, yeah. Giants Rampage. Oh, there's only one entrance. That might change things.
I can almost taste the hate out there. This is gonna
So I need 2 entrances to do that efficiently.
the most logical
Which is kind of the issue.
concentrate our firepower in the middle of their range.
And I don't want to stand there like screwing around.
We're not holding back from that.
Wow, okay.
Carry out my mission. This is it for me. I don't want anybody to die.
Well, too bad, because in your series, 1 million people die, Uso.
I'm on it. Please stop fighting like you want to die. Until next time.
So, Victory Gundam is, known for being particularly depressing,
Nice.
Future isn't set.
because they just kill off people seemingly at random.
What's wrong?
Or
Meanwhile, Transformers Victory is just kind of...
Calm down. I'm in the
What's the word I'm looking for? No. Like, kind of generic and goofy.
Rangers regroup. I can't believe how many I've taken out. Why don't they see the futility of this?
Why are the turrets not attacking me?
How could we understand them?
Speaking of, Victory Saber should be shipping out this week.
Oh, Pog.
Yeah, boy. Not sure when it'll get here exactly.
Got this now. All units deployed.
Did that do enough damage, do you think?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
Everyone's doing a great job. Just keep it up.
I did more than half its health, so.
So,
Remember when I said before when I was fighting the other one, I was like, I should have used the other super. That's why.
Leave it to me.
were you sent here to make my life a misery?
Once I kill you,
2.5.
all the shots.
I just don't know why I was able to walk in here and not have any lasers.
It's just one human judging another.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
What do we have
Hear
left?
something? You can
Can't
trust me.
scroll? You can't scroll subsplits? What the heck, live split? We don't care about that. We'll sell them all. Giants Rampage, Recon. Oh, let's just split. Recon 1. So I got 5 more missions in this half than the other half. Okay. It'll be a lot faster to do those mobile armor missions with this suit because they were forced to level 1 pilots. Holy crap.
Amuro, ready to engage.
Looks like the same
Gonna
old
kill this
tricks
guy.
won't work today.
You need the
Why am I actually fighting him? No, this doesn't make any sense. No.
Make a good
No
team.
fast things. We're doing fast stuff.
Judo Ashta, launching.
Want to bait as many enemies as possible towards the entrance.
We've got this now. All units deployed.
I'm probably at a point where I can just do this with attacks. Not care about the damage. Okay, kind of. Okay. Oh, I'm right in front of it, no wonder. You know what, we're just gonna super. That was probably a waste of a super. Whatever.
Dude, that one has big ears.
That's all.
It do.
Be all right.
It was not a waste of a super, in fact. Because I guess I got lucky and he spawned there. That's a good thing to make note of.
I'll never rest until I take him down.
Less than 2 minutes. I'm considering less than 2 minutes good at the moment. Those are worse. All those with there, we're never
Yeah,
gonna
I'm surprised you haven't spent time doing a bunch of ILs before doing the full run.
The levels are all very similar. So if you do one, you've kind of done them all.
I guess, yeah.
The main thing that would make a difference is maxing my suit.
Keep it up. We're counting on you.
Let me take this because I
I don't know.
think
just
there's
when I
only
was
one
doing
entrance.
the Mirage Arena,
Never underestimate a
like,
woman.
the only reason I really took on the RTA was because I'd done all of the ILs so much.
I have the
Well, there's more variance in those than there is in this game.
Well, that's true.
Like in Reborn, I did ILs. There aren't any on the board because the
I guess
mods
more
are.
what I mean is, like,
I don't know why. They
I would
don't have them.
expect that you would know what a good time is going to be. when-
Probably like a minute, but a good time is going to be based on my stats as much as anything else, you know.
Right.
Although I don't think like
Phase 1 is now complete. Moving on to phase 2.
oh, I can probably take this with a super, yeah.
The surface of what this mobile suit can do.
That one also has kind of big ears. It's hard to tell from that angle though.
Does this Gundam that you're playing as have, like, some kind of vehicle form or something?
No, actually, it looks like it should, doesn't it?
I'm mildly disappointed because if you like colored this in red, you could have a decent like Cybertronian Inferno.
Nope, it does not transform. It is the miniaturized version, so it's called the Kshatriya after the warrior caste of Indian society.
I knew you could do it.
No. And also, we don't say transform. It's convert. Trademark reasons.
Right, yes. It is the miniaturized version of the Quinn Mantha, which is from Char's counterattack. It's a mobile armor. It's like 3 or 4 times the size of a normal mobile suit or something. Oh, okay. No, that's another split. Okay, so I do 3 now. That was 2, right? Yeah, it was. Because I was too far ahead for that to not be... Yeah. Yeah, I wish the cursor not showing up where I want it to is a little bit annoying. Makes this harder than I would like. A bit hard to keep track of things. I have to like manually look at it, but since I'm going to implement some of IGT as a timing method for this game, it makes the most sense anyway. Wait, enemies. The dream is getting that in 1 C4. If I can get that in 1 C4 instead of like 2 or 3, I'm getting like 45-second clears probably, if that.
We've got this now.
Or if there's any way I can just not get flinched, then I just run in there and don't care about the damage. Like, that would really be the optimal thing.
So long as I match the enemy's power, this'll be a cinch.
Excuse me? Is he not spawning? What the heck?
Know your shame. People's hearts are mystic and beyond our control. I am a destroyer, and I shall continue to fight until I get two snows to cause these wars.
Okay.
Don't hold back.
That was not enough enemies. That cluster. Fringe. Apparently that's enough. Because I know it's supposed to be at like half or lower. But also, like, I took their main base. Generally speaking, that spawns the boss.
Dunko, Ramsey, let's finish him off in formation. You're not. Looks like I'm going down. Maybe this represents the light within the human heart.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
Stay focused. This one's got some skills.
Two more in this split.
Amuro, ready to engage.
Now, don't hurt that mobile suit. I still want to do some performance testing on it.
Camille,
We're just gonna try and do the capture it.
Let's see how good you really are.
think again. Why can't you see that you're wasting your precious talents? You mean we aren't supposed to fight? If we fight together, we just might be able to save the world. Just so the next generation's got my back. I'm sorry, but there are wrongs that I must right. Please forgive my selfishness.
Drive back the enemy and wrap this up.
Nope. Didn't get it there either. I don't know what's going on with that, because it was working in the earlier missions, and I don't know why it doesn't work here. It's very strange.
No.
Like, I'm not sure.
Focus now.
Frick.
All units deployed.
Directions are hard. I also am gonna need to figure out, like, because I haven't tested all the DLC suits that thoroughly yet. Like, I have an okay idea of how they perform. And, like, my surface level understanding is that this is the best one. But that might not be true. And I'm also a little biased, because it's my favorite mobile suit, like, at all. Ever. There's a 1/100th of it, but it costs $300, and I just can't do that. I mean, I could, but it would be a really bad idea. It is, at this juncture, somewhat wasteful for me to purchase something like that.
Ribbons all mine. Launching.
And, yep. Oh. Yeah, you can't, yeah, of course you can't skip that.
Maybe this represents the light within the human heart.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
Oh, it like lagged there for a second. Wacky. One more. I was gonna do Dynasty Warriors 2 as well. I'm still not sure about that. Like, NG Plus, it might not be miserable, but NG is absolutely... Well, NG is miserable in this too, because if you want to reset, there's like a multiple minute cutscene. Yes, really? It is unskippable. I checked. I'm gonna take this guy out, because I'm assuming that I'm just gonna get locked out of doing the insta-cap thing.
I mean, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 has the same thing going on.
Yes, but Kingdom Hearts 1 has the best opening cutscene in gaming. I'm not exaggerating. I literally can't think of a better one. Like, it is a phenomenal piece of art. It is not just an opening cutscene. I'm pretty sure that remix of the song was made either made specifically for that cutscene, or the cutscene was made specifically around the song. Like, it is very...
My favorite thing is when people act like the Japanese or like the original lyrics for songs when, like, for the Kingdom Hearts ones at least, I believe she writes them primarily for the English lyrics.
Yeah, she's fluent in English.
Yeah.
I have several of her albums. Like, not Kingdom Hearts stuff. Like, I just like her music in general. It's very well made. For the style of music that it is.
Fun trivia thing is that Kyrie's hairstyle and the like in each movie is based on whatever whatever she looks like at the time.
That makes so much sense now that you mention that.
It's actually, like, completely true.
So long as I match the enemy's pattern, this will be a 6.
What's wrong? Your voice is scaring me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I totally see it. There are people that think the Japanese version of that opening is better, and those people are wrong. The chorus melody is different. It's not just the lyrics. That's the reason that I take that stance. If it was just the lyrics, I'd be like, whatever. You know, I guess whichever version you like better. But it is actually different. And the English version, so the Japanese version, the melody sounds like it should not be the first chorus. It sounds like a repeated chorus. Because there's a common thing in Japanese music where they'll do a different chorus for the second one. Like, the chorus melody will change. And it doesn't actually do that, so it sounds really weird. How many missions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Holy frick. We're gonna be here for a little bit.
This fruit punch is gross.
Fruit
But I'm
punch?
still drinking it.
Just stop. Yeah, why are you drinking it if it's gross, dude? Drink something better.
Is anything else that require, like,
I can take care of this by myself.
more
Leave it up to
effort
me.
or something?
Ooh.
Okay.
I really don't know why I was able to insta-cap. It's not like the game is, like, intelligent. It doesn't know that I'm doing something degenerate. I just don't understand why that worked before. Maybe it's because the fields that I was ignoring were largely, like, the featureless ones. The game doesn't care about those, really. I don't know. Let's see if I can do it here. I have all but 2 fields.
Also unrelated, and I'm pretty sure I've spoke a lot of this already, but the Lego Optimus Prime is pretty impressive overall.
Super fog. Yeah, I like that the transformation was well thought through for the most part.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the only thing that bothers me about it is the fact that like the arms don't like flip in anywhere.
I have no obligation to
Yeah, like they have ratcheted, like loosely ratcheted joints, so like it's not like they're just kind of flopping around or anything. But like, I just wish that they had a spot that they just kind of tabbed into.
We're pushing them back.
We've got this now. All units deployed.
There's nothing that human wisdom can't overcome.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
So one of the main reasons that I want some of IGT for this is because if you have existing plans for these mobile suits, then you would just lose time in RTA, which is trash because you can't sell them. That's it. The only time you can sell them is right there. The alternative is to go into the, and I'm using time right now to explain this because it's, again, RTA doesn't matter. You have to go in here and then make a suit out of that plan, which consumes the plan. And then you have to sell, well, you don't have to sell the suit, but yeah, you would have to do that every time. But if there's more than 4 of a plan in the speedrun, which is inherently going to happen if you play the same suit 4 times, because you get one for whatever suit you used, then yeah, you're gonna run into it eventually anyway, and that's dumb. But it's going to affect other suits regardless, because you can't control what the enemy suits are going to be. They could, like, some of them are randomized, so. I do wish this game had lock-on. This game was made, like, at the end of the PS2 era of Dynasty Warriors. I stopped making them for PS2. I think the second one came out on PS2. I know the first one did. This one did not. But they still hadn't fully moved into, like, yes, we develop for PS3 now. I don't have to care about this field. What am I doing? I specifically... So, from the last mission that I did, or maybe it's just the ones that are, like, highlighted with the yellow. Like, I don't know. Let's test it and find out. It's fine if this isn't optimal. It's the first ever speedrun of this game, so, like, of course it's gonna be mediocre.
Especially since you, like, discovered a new tech in the middle of it.
I don't think that's new. I think that's...
Hard to know since there isn't a...
It's just... Well, there aren't any speedruns, but I think that the general community around this game, like, the people that just play it in general probably know that. Like, I'd be surprised. It was pretty obvious.
Right.
Like, there's stuff about, like, Reborn that I recently found out that's obvious to people who've played the game for a long time, but apparently the people that speedrun it don't know it, based on the fact that yeah. In a nice way, I completely trashed all of the world records that I tried to run against, so... Like, that's not intended as a flex, but that is what happened. And I assume it's just because I learned more about how to optimize the game in the time that I played it. That's, you know, that's how that works. But this game is very unoptimized, and I've not played it nearly as much as Reborn, so... In fact, out of... Oh, frick. Out of all the ones I've played, I have played this the least. I have not played one at all. But I've played a decent amount of 2 and a lot of Reborn.
Yeah, one small trivia thing about the Lego Optimus Prime, though.
Yeah.
So, throughout the instruction manual and stuff, it has, like, bits of trivia about, like, Transformers and the cartoon and stuff. But, and I don't remember if this is on the box or in the manual, but you know how Optimus Prime, he'll say transform and roll out?
Yeah.
Well, in the set, instead it says convert and roll out. I have never seen that before in my life. I've never seen anything change the phrase like that. And like even though, like, I know the trademark thing, but I have never seen them change the phrase transform and roll out. Ever. I was a little bit, I was kind of shook. Like...
Amuro, ready to engage.
Lieutenant Rosamia Bottom, ready to launch.
I don't think that's... yeah, actually, am I fast enough to do that? Probably not. Let's not care about that, because it's not marked. I might be able to outspeed that one up over there and get... No, I can't. I'm not that fast. I'm pretty fast, but I'm not that fast. Maybe with maxed mobility? Yeah, I'm... Oh, wow, they turned around. Their AI made them turn around, so I was still able to do it. That's hilarious. Okay.
Neat. We love that AI.
Yeah. Well, it's good for me. The freaking 10 million explosions, dude. I love it.
It's trying to stop me.
Samuro, I have the enemy field.
And that's the way I like it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Warriors games put around the problem of giving you multiple enemies to fight by making them all absolute jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is kind of a running theme.
They're putting up a fight. It's
How much more? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to super. Probably. They really do not want you to be able to play the game the way that I'm trying to play it.
Nice.
That mech right there is actually the best one in outside of DLC in Reborn, but not for the speedrun.
Lieutenant Rosamia Bottom.
But for, well, maybe at like really high difficulty levels, it probably will be. But on easy, its damage is overkill. It has a, that game has charge shots, which do an obscene amount of damage. They have like the highest coefficient in the game for damage.
Maybe this represents the
And that one in particular fires 3 shots.
I knew you could do it.
And if you're point blank, they all hit. So it's just triple damage. So it's pretty busted. But unfortunately, it can't clear fields as fast as the Kshatriya, so... For a second, I was like, is that Guile's theme?
Now, don't hurt that mobile suit. I still want to do some performance testing on it.
I am a big fan of the Warriors game music. It's usually really good.
Our earth cleansing operation is
Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes, I got it. I'm just gonna let you have it.
This just has me thinking about my idea for like,
That 4-layered game
yeah,
that you explained on the bus.
I don't remember explaining it on the bus.
You
but I
explained
know I
it on the.
talked
You
about
explained parts of it on the bus for sure.
it. I know that I talked about it to like
Your voice is
you and like everyone at college multiple times.
Yeah.
so dangerous.
Oh, that's a super. We're just gonna use it. Oh, that didn't. Oh, that's how it works.
Let's deploy.
Leave it to me.
It's the duration of the super, not the power.
How dare you! You'll pay for this, I swear!
Thanks for giving a fight. Then I'll have some fun too.
So that went very poorly.
We lost the advantage? Is that
So I don't have a maxed out Kshatriya.
I still think it would be a good game though.
you want more?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Brilliant work.
If it was well made, probably.
We couldn't have hoped for better.
Yeah.
I mean, most games are good if they are well made. It's usually the only restriction. It's very hard to have an inherently bad idea for a game, you know?
I think some things can get overly complicated.
so easily.
I think that falls into execution at that point.
Your heroism.
Maybe.
I could do.
That was not great.
Alternatively, actually, I would argue that, no disrespect to Kazuki Takahashi, but the original conception of Magic and Wizards is kind of trash. Like, no matter what,
We made it
it's,
through. But it's strange. What are we really after?
The operation was a success.
like,
I really
the fundamental issue is that there's no win condition if both there is no way to achieve win condition if both players understand how the game works. Like, if both players know the rules, no one can win.
Then it's not a game.
Yeah, that's
So,
kind of,
so that's not the same thing as it being a bad game idea. It's just not a game idea.
well, no,
It's a
this-
time wasting idea.
Well, the thing is, like, at its core, it sounds like a game.
But
It
it's
is
not a game. No,
But-
no. It's not a game if it can't be won or lost.
Well,
if
it
played
can,
correctly.
but only if someone really sucks.
Ready to engage.
Now don't
So it's a
forget-
game in the specific circumstances where that's feasible, I guess.
Feature Oleg.
I mean, okay, well, you could make the same argument about tic-tac-toe. If both players know what they're doing, it's impossible to win.
Sure.
So is tic-tac-toe not a game because it's too simple and has been, like, solved?
I'm fine with that.
I don't agree with that.
I'm all for flexing on simple games for being simple.
So, you want to fight? Okay. If you want to live, I suggest don't
Elitism is underrated.
grow to be a full-fledged warrior. May your visions lead you along your path. Don't be a hypocrite. Let us settle who is right and who
At this point, it's probably faster to just kill these guys to drop the gauge.
But, like, in Takahashi's defense, though, it was just a card game that he made up as a parody of Magic the Gathering to appear in 2 chapters of a weekly manga. And
Wow,
never-
nerd.
We've got this now.
So, like,
Deploy.
Nerd.
me or him? Or both?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Unexpected turn of events.
Both is good.
So
That's enough.
I'll do this myself.
Too slow.
Can we freaking...
I think
I'm so confused.
Honestly, I think the bigger issue is that the fundamental problem was that he recognized that it wasn't good enough when he went into Duelist Kingdom. But he didn't actually fix the fundamental problems.
Can all new types do that?
And so he just made it more complicated, but the basis is still the same and the core problem is still the same. It just
Okay.
has more mechanics. that
Okay,
don't-
I now have definitive proof that it's the ones with the yellow cursors on them that I have to capture, specifically those.
You shoot down enemies because you're a pilot. Is that all there is for you?
Oh,
Pull it together. Let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Did you get fricked on?
no, this is actually good, I think?
Samura.
Yeah, that worked out.
Oh, so you fricked on them.
Yes. I just didn't realize that I was gonna get a combo super,
We made it through.
like a team super, but I ended up with one, so. Sure.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
Yeah, because, like, okay, the core issue with the gameplay of Duelist Kingdom and, like, Magic and Wizards pre-Duelist Kingdom is that you win by depleting the opponent's life points to 0. But you cannot attack directly. And if you play a monster in defense position, you don't take damage from it when it's destroyed. And then your opponent can't attack you directly. So you just lose. Oh, you don't lose. You just can't take damage basically. As long as you just like play a monster in defense position every turn, you can't take damage and thus can't lose.
This is Samura. I have the enemy field.
What? Why is that blocked off? Sure, whatever. I'll go to the catapult. That's fine.
Junko, Francis, let's finish
And-
off in formation.
Then like Duelist Kingdom just introduced a ton of mechanics, but none of them changed that fundamental problem of play in defense position and you never take damage.
Stay focused. This one's got some skills.
Why am I doing this?
And
Orders modified. Commencing attack.
You want to fight? Then I'll
but
have
like
some fun
the
too.
bigger issue is like sure you can just play in defense position and not take damage, but like I think the bigger issue is that it leaves no incentive to attack because attacking can never advance the game state for you unless your opponent has a monster in attack position. So you should only attack if your opponent has attacked,
Weird.
but they won't attack until you've attacked, so there's never an incentive to be the first to attack.
Hmm.
That's fundamentally the problem. And like I've tried different variations to make it work, and I don't feel like I've ever quite gotten there.
No one tells me what to do. Let me do this my way.
And of course, kind of the corollary issue
Why don't they see the futility?
is that
Voices.
you know, I'm trying to recreate the gameplay of the manga. So any change that I make is going against the spirit of, is going against like the stated intent of the project.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do think it's in line with the spirit of it, because if the game is not playable, then that can't be how they played the game in universe,
Yeah.
because it's unplayable.
No, it's optimal, dude.
Ah, right, yes. Might be. Like, I've tried different variations. Like, you know, if your opponent gets 5 monsters... If your opponent starts their turn with 5 monsters on the field, then they win.
The operation
Mhm.
was a success.
Because that, like, forces you to keep clearing monsters off their side of the field. But we found that ended up being kind of swingy or steamrolly. I'm not sure. I think it was more the second one, but it didn't work as well as we would have liked. We've also tried doing where you can attack directly, but instead of like the full attack points, they deal damage equal to their level times 100.
Mm-hmm.
And like that works okay, but another part of the issue too, it has to do with like what the decks look like in universe, like what cards are rare in universe. And like trying to impose a rarity system and things like that on top of everything. This is why I ended up abandoning the project for a while and haven't touched it.
So you haven't gone back to that for a while.
Yeah, this is why. This is actually why. If I just picked up at Battle City and went forward from there, like whatever, I could do that.
Mission acknowledged.
But like,
Launching.
I kind of want to do it chronologically, but unfortunately the beginning is the worst place to start. Because that's where the rules are the worst.
Align oneself with the weak is a sure path to defeat.
All units deployed.
Orders modified. Commencing attack.
You aren't gonna get away with that.
Okay. This should be enough, hopefully? No?
I can't believe how many I've taken out.
Freaking really?
See the futility.
I don't like these turrets. That's not my favorite. Okay, you know what? We're supering. We're just gonna super, and we're gonna be done with this field. Because I want to move on, and I want to finish the game before, like, friggin' 1:30 in the morning. Hog.
Maybe this
Yeah, I'd probably have more commentary on the game if there were more to it.
Operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
Oh, the game you're running.
Yes.
I mean, same could also be said of Magic
Yes.
and Wizard.
Yes, it could. But
It's- ugh. Yeah, it's just like so many of the rules, and even like kind of one-off rules. Like there's an implication that you choose between drawing a card and attacking with your monster, and like just everything that ever comes up in the game feels like it's built around disincentivizing attacking, which leads to just stalemated games, like things just never going anywhere. Making it that the only win condition is Exodia, which is 100% chance based. Because like there aren't even draw cards or anything. Like, and there's nothing you can do to stop your opponent getting it anyway.
This'll be a cinch.
It's all just kind of bad. Which is really a shame, because like on the whole I feel like Duelist Kingdom gameplay is really underrated. Especially like the manga style of it. Because you have like a whole type advantage system going on, and like unique field mechanics and stuff.
yeah.
Like, and it's just a shame that everyone just like memes on it. and like for entirely the wrong
I
reason.
was gonna say, they should meme on something that friggin' deserves it, like Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
That is also true. Or at least meme on it for the right reason.
I guess. I just want that game to get memed on though, because it's bad.
It is. It always comes back to that.
It really does. It's like I'm always gonna be bitter about it because I want a game with Aqua in. Well, I guess 0.2 is fine, but like it's not great. I just want a game with Aqua in it to be good, like really good.
Now, what frustrates me about it more is.
Well, I mean, okay, so I just don't understand how they managed to screw up that badly with what they had before. Like, they must not have even, like, tried to, like, how do you look at Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and make what Birth by Sleep is? You have to miss so many fundamental things. Like, it is baffling to me. Oh, that's where they're right there. I didn't see him. I do like killing them before they finish their quotes.
Represents the light within the human heart.
I don't even know what he's talking about
I knew you could do it.
in this context. What were you gonna say about Birth by Sleep and why it's disappointing?
Well, the thing that frustrates me about it is just how so many people like think it's so great.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing that bugs me about it. Like,
I'm not
it
surprised.
would bother me that it's bad less if everyone just like knew
Knew
that
it was bad? Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But like instead, everyone like talks about how great like the story is, how great the gameplay is, and I'm like, there is nothing about that game that is good. Except that it has like friggin' Leonard Nimoy and Mark Hamill as voice actors.
Pretty much, yeah.
And even that is like undercut by everything that the game asks them to do. Like, instead of actually getting a cool performance from Mark Hamill, we just get Mark Hamill going, "Creep, creep,
Yeah.
let the darkness die!" Like,
Imagine a world where well, like I don't even know how to begin that statement, right? Because the plot can't make sense. You literally have to throw the whole thing out because it's all predicated on something stupid. It will never make sense for Ericus to send Terra to go fight darkness when he's like, yes, I see you are struggling with darkness. Ah, yes, I see you are struggling with alcoholism. I think I will send you to this bar. That's literally what he does, and it's just like, no.
I don't know, I see like some kind of fundy Christian doing that.
I mean, maybe, but like, it's still based on him being stupid, and then we have Aqua's wonderful out-of-character moment that facilitates the whole second half of the plot, Terra's total lack of agency in the entire plot. Like, in what world does he come to the conclusion that he's responsible for any of it when he literally had no choices to make, other than at the very beginning of the game?
Ready for launch.
That was fun. Who wants more?
The only actual choice he made that could be argued is like, okay, this contributed, was him using darkness exactly twice. Once in the opening thing, which like, well, maybe I should save all this for when we actually play through that game and talk about how bad it is.
Maybe. The thing that bugs me the most, like, plot-wise, personally, is the fact that, like, we don't interact with the main villain at all. We never get any information about his plan. Like, the characters don't know what's going on. The player doesn't really know what's going on. And, like...
It's just Nomura wanting to feel smart. That's all it is. If the player doesn't know, he gets to feel smart. It's like the dumb kind of clever, where it's not actually clever, it's just being obtuse. That's Nomura's shtick, so...
Yeah. I mean, like I pointed out in 3D today, you know, when what was it, young Xehanort was like, you still haven't worked it out? What an idiot, or something. Like,
Yeah, it's literally just Nomura,
no,
like...
no, that was the, you're softer than I thought. Then Zigbar said something about, like,
Yeah.
you're an idiot
It's
for
just
not figuring this all out.
Nomura
like,
talking through his characters so he can feel smug.
Yeah, I'm like, there's nothing here that makes sense. Like, oh, you didn't guess it was obtuse time travel? Oh, how stupid of you. Like, no, why would I have thought that? Like, why would I have ever thought for 2 seconds that like, Xehanort could time travel?
I can almost taste the hate. This is
And, like, also my favorite thing is, like, all of the fans being like, the time travel isn't that complicated. It has simple rules that you have to follow. And I'm just like...
Which don't get followed! Ah!
It's not even that, because I think they do follow the rules that they establish. It's just that, like, it doesn't make sense, because, like, the basic rule of the time travel is it doesn't change anything. And I'm like, at that point, like, why are we time traveling? And, like,
I thought they explicitly didn't work because Sora shouldn't be able to do it according to those rules.
No, because he was a dream, so he could time travel as a dream. He left his body in the tower.
What?
But yeah, no, the whole thing, it's all stupid. I think it's absolutely stupid. I'm not defending it at all, like, just to be clear. I have continually derided the choice to include time travel in Kingdom Hearts since it happened, and that stance is never going to
One direction. Forward.
Can we attack? Can we play a video game? There we go. I don't know how I'm supposed to get access to that field, but there's barricades on it, and I need to get in, so...
That was fun. Who wants more?
'Cause if I don't capture it, I can't capture the HQ.
Who is trying to stop me?
We're in, we're not, like, one-shotting these guys anymore. Oh, you know, it's probably one of those ones where I have to capture every surrounding field, which means that this is just going to be long. Unavoidably. Especially because we had to fight a mobile armor at the beginning, which... Everyone feels things through their skin. What is she talking about? Oh, now it's open, okay. Why did I turn around? That didn't save any time. Like, at all. I can't say I'm exceptionally fond of how supers are handled in this game. In the other game, you get up to 3 bars of super. In this, you get 3, like, ranks of super, and it's 1 super, but it just affects the length and power. I think power. Definitely length. I would rather have the versatility of having 3 than having 1 really powerful one.
Right. Well, like Imgo says, options are good.
Yes. Yes, usually yes. Pretty much always yes. I also wish this one couldn't, like, have enemies fall out of it. Not that that's exceptionally common. I think that's the first time this happened the entire run, but... This was Confrontation 2, right?
It's just one
I really
hero
hope
judging
it tells me on the end screen. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was about 4 minutes. I can look at the IGT and it'll be... Yeah, okay, so it was.
Oh heck, I need to plug in my computer.
So I have 7 more I have 8 more missions. So probably about 24 minutes. Somewhere in that realm. Between 24 and 32 minutes.
Taste the hate out there. This is gonna be a real bloodbath.
If anyone else were saying that, I would say it was ridiculous, but he actually can. Sense hate. And other things. With new types. Amuro said something like he could taste the hate. And I was like, that actually makes sense for him to say because new types work that way. But it would sound silly in any other context.
I blew it. Disengaging.
Like my screen name is derived from a Gundam concept. I don't think I've ever explained that before.
Oh no, I don't think you have. I never actually realized where it was.
So it's a shortened version of A Reticent Horizon. A concept in the Gundam franchise, specifically with new types, is the ability to understand each other without having to like actually talk at all. And they're supposed to be like an evolution of humanity.
No one tells me what
So A Reticent Horizon is a point where we don't have to speak to communicate anymore. And that's actually the name of one of my albums.
I see.
But yeah, I'm actually named after a concept from Gundam.
Okay, time for me to have a little fun.
Just in like a really roundabout way that looks more like an actual name.
This is Amuro. I have the enemy field. Looks like this one's gonna be ours.
I just like took a bunch of letters out until it looked like a name.
on the scene.
So it's like multiple layers of removed, I guess.
Let me help. We'll be stronger together. Everyone's doing a great job. Just keep it up.
Oh look, another mobile arm! Or at least I have a friggin' super for this.
All units deployed.
That is some big boy damage.
Share it to control. Come in. I'm launching.
There was another one over here, wasn't there?
I'll kill you with my own hands.
Sure would be nice if it didn't negate most of that damage somehow.
Lieutenant Lasagna bottom. Ready to launch. I'm Lieutenant
I
Lasagna.
hate this thing, by the way. It's got one like really busted attack that hits like the whole screen. That one, yeah.
I'll call all the shots.
I'm lost.
It's not really the whole screen, but it's absurdly huge. It's bigger than anything you can realistically outrange with most attacks. The problem is that if you don't attack, see like the purple part of the health bars? That regenerates if you're not taking damage. So, that's a problem. Which ones do I need to have this time? Okay.
What are you doing? There's a fine line.
The connections between these fields are really silly. So I do wish we had like actual maps instead of these like vague corridor hallway things.
Yeah.
Almost taste the hate out there. This is gonna be a real bloodbath.
The other games do. This one just doesn't, which is really too bad. I don't know if 1 does, but 2 and 4 do.
I'll escort you to the destination.
So this actually puts me ahead of schedule, because I was originally planning on doing this tomorrow after work.
Think again. This is
More time for Kingdom Hearts 2 list.
Yes. Well, I was gonna have time for that anyway. If I'm only spending like 2 hours on it a day for the next 5 days, that's enough to get it done, most likely. But also, I don't want to spend too much time on it in a day, or I'll like want to die. So in Minecraft,
Yeah. We want to avoid that.
yeah.
No objection to acting on one's emotions. I have learned that.
No desire for toast to bath.
I agree. We want to avoid that. I don't probably need to kill Duo, but I will just because if he does take this field, then I have to come back and take it again, and that's just annoying.
Then you have Goofy who does like the reverse toaster bath.
True. Donald toaster baths.
I think I'll just follow my instincts. If it's all the
I don't
same
follow, but
Zeta flare, dude.
oh yeah, oh that's right.
Like technically, that's still toaster bathing. His death was a
like,
direct
like-
result of his own attack.
That's more toaster pool than toaster bath.
You can be in the bathtub with another person. He just took a bath with Terranort.
Just whine all the time. I am moved by the very existence of such a powerful fighter.
We've got this now. All units deployed.
But still held acknowledged by one of the weak.
Ah, yes, the tall geese.
Let's end this once and for all. Looks like I'm going down as you wish. I will kill you.
Fun fact, the Japanese versions of these games cannot be speedrun.
The operation
Like, at
was a
all.
success. I knew you could do it.
Why?
Because they have copyrighted music, and Gundam stuff is like, or what is it? Sunrise is like super crazy about Gundam copyright. So if you try and put them anywhere, they'll get like auto blocked. I was supposed to split there. So you basically can't speedrun the Japanese version of any Gundam game. It just doesn't work. I mean, some of them maybe, but like the Dynasty Warriors ones, no, heck no.
Amuro, ready to engage.
Please come back soon.
Because they all have copyrighted music.
Luca, heading out in Zeta.
Because you know how like if you have certain stuff on your
Luca is on the scene.
oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, I can't do that yet.
Leave this
I can't do this at all, actually. This needs to stop. I literally cannot do anything in there while that's going on. Is this super? Yes, okay, I can do something.
Why can't you see that you're wasting your precious talents?
That did not last long enough to make an impact.
The future isn't set. Fate is what we make.
we'd make a good team.
Yeah, this really does suck a lot.
Have to bring this battle to an end.
Maybe I could C2 or C3? No? I am dash attacking everything, so I can't. I literally can't not be dash attacking because I don't move enough to avoid the bombs otherwise. And I have super again. That sucked. I don't want to do that again.
That was fun. Who wants more?
Now let's abuse the field stuff over here.
All units deployed.
I got hit? That's weird. I thought I dodged it.
Actually, I'm gonna super because there's a bunch of enemies clustered up over here. Get me a bunch of.
Is your super just like ram into
Don't
things?
wanna die.
I have 3 supers, but that's the one. That's that super. Yes. I have an air super that's just a beam attack.
I can't believe how many I've taken out. Why don't they see the futility of this?
Holy crap! I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay.
It's okay as long as you're killing them faster, right?
Yes.
Don't be intimidated by their numbers.
I mean, you actually respawn if you die. See that right, that blue bar on the top right, the horizontal one.
Fix it.
Yes.
As long as that's full, I can respawn when I die, which is really silly, actually, because this game is not very hard. Like, even like casually, it's just not a difficult game. I have respawned exactly once in my entire time playing the game. I never did like the crazy hard like post-game challenge missions, but like the story is easy.
I'll never rest until I take them down.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more missions. Cool.
Following ghosts is a sure path to
I
tragedy.
start with 2 of the... Wow. I can't... Wow, okay. I probably should have turned off my ring light, because when I decided not to stream. So that's been shining in my face the whole time. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I don't have to take any fields at all, actually. I will take this so that they can't take any other fields while I'm taking the HQ. It's right next to it anyway.
This is Camille, requesting backup.
Oh.
Samuro,
Hate
have the enemy
the
beat.
jagged edges. I don't know why they don't just make them, like, flat. It doesn't add anything for them to be obnoxious. Other than being obnoxious, I guess. Like, kind of inherently. I guess that's how that works, huh?
I need backup. I can't keep this up.
Stop sucking, then! Just be good. Not that hard. Camille is remembered mostly for being a whiner, so...
All units deployed.
He's not that popular.
So long as I match the enemy's pattern.
Are you serious? It was like a pixel. Why did he spawn over there?
What's wrong?
He looks like a big boy.
Yeah, I want the model of this one. Smaller than me, by the way.
Can't be.
Oh,
This
really?
is... Yes. This is a really big mobile suit.
Oh, okay.
There was no
That
need
one
for
just
everyone
looked
to get
big,
involved in
but-
He's chunky, but this one's just large.
Success.
Mhm.
I knew
That
it.
one's called the O. The one that I just blew
You're
up.
the one who's always manipulating people from the sidelines. You all know we can't let this guy live.
It's a shame
right?
that this one doesn't have some
You
kind of
should
vehicle
know.
form.
You
I wonder if
should
you could take
all
those
know.
wings and like put them on something else, though.
I don't exactly have any spare ones.
Hit bash something. I'm not suggesting you do.
This
I
kit is
just-
$100 now. It was like 50 when I bought it.
Oh yikes! Wait, system software update. Why didn't you update earlier?
Oh, you know what you could do?
Play with me.
What?
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Roger. I'll take care of this.
Following ghosts is a sure path to tragedy.
Wow. Wow.
Wait! You can't do this alone.
Defense?
Uh-huh.
That's not
Uh-uh.
what I'm about.
Probably not right now.
Well, not right now. Yeah, it's like friggin' almost 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
No one tells me what to do. Let me do this my way. Blue Luca is on the scene. Attack.
That was... Well, it's probably faster, yeah. But
Hold me back. You're my enemy.
wait, was there an SP? No?
Samuro,
No
have the
SP
enemy
drop?
field.
Wow.
That's the way I
Cringe gaming.
So, you want to fight? Okay.
Target confirmed. Preparing to shoot. Oh, you're so sweet.
That orange-haired girl right there is the one that's another of the clones of, that, Marida is also... Marida is one of the clones of that character.
Gotcha.
Let us
Older,
fan
though.
sparks into a raging fire.
I don't know how old the Perus are. I think they're like 12 or something. Marida's 18. Seems older than 18, honestly, but that's probably what, like,
It's fun.
a lifetime of soldiering will do to you, huh? Welcome to
Hooray,
Gundam.
child soldiers.
I'm not gonna take any more.
Welcome to Gundam.
No, I know. That was kind of.
Even the good guys have child soldiers.
All units
Yeah,
deployed.
that's my understanding. Yeah.
Not necessarily because they want to.
Gives you the right to invade another's heart and soul.
If you hold me back, then you're my enemy.
Oh, that's another one of the clones. There were several. Technically, there's at least 12. Oh, I use my super and then a freaking mobile armor shows up.
Let me do this my way.
Do such a thing. Think about those around you.
Ow.
Leave it to me. Thanks for the assist.
Well, yes, it's much larger. Does it have any other significant advantages? No, not really.
Just keep it up.
This is how it's going to be. I'll smack you around myself. Think again. Too small.
That was decent.
Things will be different from last time, I promise. Ha! We've taken the field.
So the Guru girls are now my enemies.
Cool. 3 more missions.
There was no need for everyone to get involved.
So yeah,
in
like
something
140
like this.
something.
The operation was a success. I knew you could do it.
My execution has been really, like, Lots of, the wrong key. Lots of questionable decisions, not exactly knowing how to do everything yet. Why are they that way? I have to go all the way around because they don't connect.
Going back together.
At that point, I may as well just kill everything on the way. I mean, not really, but like...
Not so fast. Aren't you a bit young for sweet-talking women, boy?
Too slow.
No one tells me what to do.
That was a
Let me
good
do
one.
this my way.
Wait, was that a good drop? Yes. We're gonna go... if my guy dies there, then...
Time to pull back.
So long as I match the enemy's pattern, this will be a cinch.
have to do something about this.
This is scaring me.
'Cause if my guy dies and the base gets captured, then we freaking lose.
Stop what you're doing right now!
I'll just do this.
Think again.
I wish you could cancel supers early. If they're gonna make supers work this way, you should be able to cancel them to save some of the super bar.
I'm withdrawing. Sorry.
It'd be so much cooler.
I haven't even scratched
This
the
way.
surface of what this mobile suit can do.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm used to the overheat gauge being like Reborns. It's much more generous.
Back up.
It doesn't refill as
Can't
fast,
believe
but
how
everything
we
else
take
about
it
it is
out.
faster.
Why don't they see the futility?
Or
of
like,
this?
it drains slower.
That mobile suit really seems to like getting on my nerves.
I wonder if theoretically I could take both these fields at once,
This now.
because they're so close together. I doubt it because there's an incline. Probably prevents that.
That was fun. Who wants more?
I have finished re-entering the data. Now to get back and finish. You're mine.
A half hit.
I'm sorry, but could somebody help me?
Maybe you should have been in a better show, bud.
So long as I match the enemy's pattern, this will be a cinch.
We discriminate against the characters based on how good their show is. Oh, it's amazing. That's like a kind of meritocracy, right?
I mean, I guess.
It's just not their merit. Oh, I'm not sure what to make of that, actually. But yeah, like this mech that I'm standing next to you right now is pretty normal size, but like I'm like a head taller, and then the giant wings on top of that. Like, this is a really big mobile suit. Like I was saying, like it's really just freaking massive.
There was no
Because it's a miniaturized mobile armor. So those big things that I'm fighting, the bosses, those are mobile armors.
I knew you could do it.
I think we actually fight the one that it's a miniaturized version of in the next stage.
Katashina, please calm down.
It's too late for that. Only one of us will be chosen.
The only place where... Actually, no, it wouldn't. So one thing that is nice about this game, compared to basically every other Dynasty Warriors game ever, we don't need a fast dialogue mod. There's no need for one at all. Because dialogue never halts gameplay. Except, like, you could make an argument that that's halting gameplay, because... But the IGT's already ended, so... IGT ends when you kill the boss. Every stage is the same objective, unfortunately. Game's biggest weakness is the repetitiveness of objectives. There's, like, almost no objective variety. It's really sad.
Now, don't hurt that mobile suit.
Reminds me of Recoded, unfortunately.
Yeah...
Or this Gundam will crush you.
Because even, like, because there are some Dynasty Warriors games that I just think are straight up bad. Like, most of the regular ones, honestly, I think are kind of lame. At least as speedruns. Because you can't, obviously, in this game, you can move really fucking fast. Like, this. This is your default movement. You cannot do anything like that in regular Dynasty Warriors. That is unique to the Gundam games. One Piece Warriors and Hyrule Warriors have a dash. It's not as potent as that, but it's still better than just walking, or the horse thing. But the horse thing is stupid because it's brain dead. It's not something you have to manage at all. So, like, I have a meter for how much I can use my crazy fast zip around the map dash thingy. Why am I doing what I'm doing?
I haven't even scratched the surface of what this mobile suit can do. Gotcha.
I can't hold much longer.
You'll be fine, Setsuna. You're from a good show.
That was fun. Who wants more?
Oh, super, what?
You're mine.
Cool. Don't leave that middle one, though.
Samuro, I have the enemy field.
Dang it. Ah! Char got fricked on. I don't actually have a problem with Char, but he was my enemy there, so... It's convenient for him to get fricked on. Oh, frick! I forgot I needed that. I can warp to...
Things are going well.
There's enemies in there, but they haven't taken it. I think... I mean, I know why. It's just weird that there are enemies there without, like, a commander guy. Pretty wacky.
They're after you. I can't leave you alone.
I'm kind of disappointed that Marita isn't in this game. Because Banagher is. And Frontal is. And I would argue that Marita is more important to the plot than Frontal.
Why don't they see the futility of this?
Or at least to, like, Banagher's existence in the plot. I mean, I'm incredibly biased. I basically have a frickin' Marita shrine over here, so... For being the first anime character I ever wrote a song about at all. But still, like, come on. So they just made her DLC, so you can't play her in the story missions. Not that that matters. Like, your pilot choice matters, but Amuro's, I'm pretty sure, the best one in the game. So we just use him anyway. And it, like, at least the suit is good. I don't know. I thought we fought the Quinn Mantha somewhere. I don't know why that never happened. I know I fought it in this game. I specifically remember fighting it. But I haven't double split, because it would be pretty obvious.
Everyone to get involved in something like this.
And I didn't play any missions that weren't required. Maybe you fight it at the beginning of the Night Gundam, and that's what I'm thinking of. Or maybe it's randomized. That's possible too, I guess. Alright, final stage.
take the front. Follow my lead.
Oh great, I can take a fortress like right away.
I'll do it. I can read them like a book. You want to fight? Then I'll have some fun too.
We're not doing this without super. Nope, don't care. Well, I guess we would do this the same way, actually. Okay. Okay, cool, it's half shit.
I haven't even scratched the surface of what this mobile suit can do. The future isn't set. Fate is what we make.
We've got this now. All units deployed.
Okay. Dies on the last stage. Sounds optimal. Okay, can we stop shooting me though? That'd be great. Cool! Boss already spawned. So, RTA, as if it matters, typically stops on the last hit. Cool. 140, 117. So, I'm gonna guess my IGT is...
That's the mentality that brought you here.
Oh, voice echoes. I was like, is something wrong with my game or my audio or something?
And put an end to this.
Credits. 130, 111. So that would be a lot faster if I had like optimal parts. That'd probably be like 20 minutes faster. But I'm reasonably okay with that for a first attempt.
Nice.
So yeah, so and yeah, that's Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. I'm gonna end the recording now.